What's different in the training agenda for Mr. Woodley?
I think everything has remained the same. Like, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. However, you know, we've all challenged ourselves in this camp to take it that one extra degree further with organization, professionalism, focus, and doing all the little things right, because we know that this is a dangerous guy. And August 29th, I have to be super sharp. It's my biggest test yet, and the most amount of people will be watching, and there's a lot of pressure. But preparation breeds confidence, and that's why we've gone so hard. And being down in Puerto Rico, there's so much focus. Like, even when I was in Miami, it was like, oh, like come to 11, come to live, go to this dinner. And sometimes they'd be like, oh, why not? Or Logan would come up and be like, do shrooms. It's just Ben Askren. So here, being down here in Puerto Rico, like,
with his tight ass shirt, do these shrooms.
He goes, bro, I have a fight coming up. I go, it's Ben Askren. he goes,
and I did the shrooms.
So no one knows.
Mike comes up behind him. He's like,
no one knows this, but Jake was on shrooms the night he fought Ben Askren. He was tripping balls.
Literally. He looked like a weird alien figure. I was like, just get out of here. What are you doing on Earth?
What about Puerto Rico? What's the? I saw you running suicide drills yesterday.
Sprints
yeah. in the 9,000 degree humid weather. How has that played a factor?
I think training down here is a cheat code, especially this is the middle of summer, the hottest, the most humid. I remember, you know, when I was training here and then went to LA and then to Cleveland for like the pressers and stuff, we were doing workouts, and I was like, wow, it is extremely easy to breathe here. Because in Puerto Rico, the humidity just gets to you. It sucks you dry, the sweat, the sun, everything about it. So I think it's beneficial. It's almost like training in Big Bear where you're in altitude and there's less oxygen. I feel that same effect here. But look, man, I don't see it going 8 rounds. Like, I don't even think I'll have to use my cardio for this one.
You said,
have you used it yet?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What do you cardio? We haven't seen it. I see you. The longest I've ever seen you been in a boxing ring is when you do that lap before you start the fight. You just like walk around and go like this. And that's the longest. And I'm pretty sure all of your press pictures are from that. It's not even from you actually fighting.
Are you worried at all that Tyron Woodley is actually not as like marketable of a fighter in promoting your fight as like Ben Askren was?
Yeah, I'm more like, bro, I've carried all the promotion for this.
Tyron doesn't give a fuck, bro.
He hasn't done a single thing. He might be the worst person.
He's not a good. He's not a real good dance
to
partner.
ever do social media ever. He just reposts everyone's stories on his story.
Because he probably has.
Oh, someone mentioned me. Add the story. Add the story. Add the story. Doesn't even add text. Just adds whatever story he was tagged into his story. Like, that's not how you fucking do social media.
Ben Askren did a good. We talked about it,
and bro,
he marketed the fuck out of that fight.
There was a point where people legitimately thought Ben was gonna win because of how good he was like selling it. Like, he was training his ass off, and the odds shifted and everything. And I was like, God damn. But Tyron, what I will say, has that built-in star power of, you know, being a bigger fighter than Ben already. And people know him as a striker and a knockout guy, and he was a 5-time UFC champion, you know. So he automatically has a bigger presence, but Ben definitely did a better job with the shit talk and making people think that he was going to win. But I've carried this promotion. I think people are going to tune in regardless.